Is it okay? Is it look?
I think good.
Looks good. All
Yeah,
right.
looks good.
So what we're gonna talk about?
But ourselves. Yeah.
Ourselves. Okay.
Ourselves and our life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just back to the Bob Proctor opinion about about ourselves that he was asked. Do you know who you are? It's a question. Do you know who you are? Could you explain about yourself?
I can't explain about myself.
Why?
Because I have to make a three dimension.
Yeah, you could explain it.
Yeah, I can.
You can explain it. Okay.
I think it's really hard for to explain about something I don't know about that.
So that means you don't know yourself. You didn't understand who you are.
Only little
Little.
I know about myself, and we have to.
Okay, when I ask you what's yourself, you said, you answered me that you have three dimensions.
Yeah.
So when I ask you who you are, how to explain that question?
I can't explain that.
Who you are. But when I ask you
Yeah.
what you are,
If just to identity for myself in the world, the other people call me Ahmad Fauzi or Ozzy and anything, but then who Fauzi? Many people have to name Ahmad Fauzi or Fauzi.
it's not represent
My
who you are because
Fauzi met in Paris. I
That's
just
right.
call like that. For the other people know about me, but the essential to me it's really hard to explain that because I maybe cannot be know but
that's right.
myself.
We're talking about something deeply about yourself. It's not just about name. Because when somebody asking you who you are, I am Ahmad Fauzi. It's not you are. It's not represent who you are because Ahmad and Fauzi, that's two words, and they call it the name, right? So it's a little bit hard to explain about yourself when somebody asking again to you who you are. You answer, I'm Ahmad Fauzi. No, that's your name and who you are. So how to explain it again? How to answer it again?
Yeah, I'm Ahmad Fauzi from Paris.
Just stuck for that answer.
Yeah, only that because I don't know what the people want to me. What information about me I don't know. What he want to me. What relevant to his life. Why he ask about that?
So when Bob Proctor said that most of the people didn't understand, didn't know who they are, is that correct?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's kind of a statement from Bob Proctor. You could find the channel on YouTube.
I know the mind of Bob.
Yeah, Mr. Bob.
Mr. Bob.
Just call it Mr. Bob.
Yeah, Mr. Bob talk about philosophy of human.
Yeah.
Philosophy about anything about human on the world. I know that mind like that, but in the ability life, we don't talk about that. But if we correlation the statement of the ask of Mr. Bob, this is speech about the philosophy of life.
Yes, I agree
So,
with that.
Something hard to explain about ourselves because the human or me have to something like the immaterial and the other people cannot and difficult for know about myself in other dimension
Okay.
like that.
So if I think like this, are we just a robot? We get programming.
Yeah.
When we was born and we got programming.
Yeah. Some like
Are we just a
your
robot like
phone.
that?
Some like your phone. What do you mean you what the definition about
It's
your
just a
phone?
tools. It's just a tools. Yeah.
Tools for what?
For communications.
For communication and what?
Multimedia,
Yeah. What?
internet,
Mhm.
information source.
Information. What the application again? And if that have.
But the
to-
simple answer for me,
and
it's just a
Android.
tool.
Yeah.
It's just a tool. It's
But
called
the
Android.
essential to
Smartphone.
universal for that definition, not like that. Not only like that.
Mhm.
That communication only part.
Okay, so the
Not-
universal
not-
expert
the universal definition, not like that.
explanation is
Mhm.
they call it smartphone.
Mhm.
So the word smart
Mhm.
is describing
Mhm.
the much functions of these tools.
Yeah.
So these tools can search the new information
Mhm.
or the old information,
Mhm.
kind of history and anything else. So that's why they call it smartphone,
Yeah.
because this tool is so smart
Mhm.
like that.
What? How to you can terdiri dari apa saja? Handphone itu sendiri itu many thing about the phone,
Yeah.
about the smartphone.
It's built up from a lot of material.
A lot of.
Yeah, a lot of material. It's kind of electricity inside.
Mhm.
It's kind of yeah, it's a lot of things.
Yeah.
That
a
they
lot I think, and
it
you
together.
don't know about that.
Mhm.
That is on the smartphone,
Yeah.
not human. And the human making the phone. This is too hard for explain ourselves. Explain only phone, we are too really difficult, really
Okay.
hard to explain about that. Apalagi manusia.
All right, I got it.
Okay.
So, if just to explain the smartphone,
Mhm.
you said it's hard,
Mhm.
but if we think about
Mhm.
this phone
Mhm.
made by someone,
Mhm.
if we asking the question to that someone who made this phone,
Mhm.
they will explain it specifically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
But
instead of ourselves,
but
we
I don't want
also
to
could
make.
find the information
Yeah.
who creator
Mhm.
of human being. So when I say like this, that we are as a human being just a programming,
Mhm.
just a program. Just imagine we're born just by environmentally
Yeah.
and then genetically.
Mhm.
So we have an Asian faces and the Western faces.
Mhm.
That's called genetically. So when somebody born from a Western family, they looks like a Western. When somebody born in the Asian family or Chinese family like that, they looks like a Chinese person.
Yeah.
But imagine that,
Mhm.
for example, like the Western family
Mhm.
get the child,
Mhm.
and then they bring this kid to another country like China,
Mhm.
and they
Yeah.
the kids will grow up on China
Mhm.
and didn't know anything about English, about
Yeah.
either the languages.
Mhm.
This kid don't understand at all about the
Language,
history,
the culture,
the culture of
everything.
English and anything. So these kids
Mhm.
will grow up and thinking
Oh.
and will have
Mhm.
the psychology
Mhm.
just like a Chinese,
Yeah, just like this.
right?
But-
So it's
Mhm.
programmed.
Yeah.
It's programmed.
Yeah, I think.
So are we?
This is-
Are we as a human being just tools like this?
Yeah, this is
Just get a program.
Yeah. Maybe like that.
Just a
But not.
tools?
But not menyeluruh. Ya. Human sometimes human for to want to.
So we are not different with the tools. I mean,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
we call ourselves just programming by environmentally and genetically,
Mhm.
so we just tools.
Not
we
only
we
tool,
just tools.
not only tool, but human have to the potential, essential of woman
Yeah.
have to essential for to adaptation.
I've
That is
been
part,
posted.
part of human,
Mm.
not only tool.
I've been posted the word on my status on Facebook
Mhm.
for a few days ago.
Mhm.
I write down over there on my wall on Facebook how the way that the Western and
Mhm.
the Eastern people
Yeah.
thinking very different way
We are have to
because it's environmentally
Mhm.
right because environmentally developed the way our thinking
Yeah.
environmentally and genetically it's not really much progress to develop the way we are think but environmentally develop the way we are think so we are Indonesian we think like Indonesian person
Yeah.
if we born on United States we
Yeah.
will think in the way the US citizen thinking
Yeah, but we have to the same thinking about the other people in the world, the Western or anything person in the world.
but different
We have to same and we have to different. This is only culture. This is only to geographic place maybe. This is about something like language is different.
so we are
We
just
have to
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam. And human have to dimension for to adaptation to the other people. That is I mind. I think that is the mind.
just like a learning chips
Learning chips. Yeah. Adaptation. This is tools. This adaptation of the human, part of human.
Yeah, but-
for the communication, for the
smartphone doesn't have the
smartphone.
learning chip inside.
Yeah.
Everything is programming.
Yeah.
But person, they programming
Mhm.
and also they has
Yeah.
they have learning chip inside.
Yeah.
So we are as a human being
Yeah,
we can learn something new.
Human make the smartphone, laptop, and cigarette, and anything else about that. Adaptation for the human mind. You know that you explain if we are to high school
Yeah.
about the computer. We have to folder of our mind. And so
Yeah.
you explain about that. I'm really remember about that. You explain about the laptop and computer. This is adaptation for the mind of human.
Yeah.
This part. Human
Just a memory.
make about that for the experience and phenomenology of their life, and he creates something for making easy.
So who we
for
are.
himself. Hmm?
So who we are.
It's hard, right?
Are we a god?
No. And have to the name, have to we know about any the name, any
Okay.
anything,
Okay,
something
that-
like that.
that's
Just
all.
make two identity.
Okay, that's all the part of us. So who we are.
It's really hard. I don't know about me. Many don't know about me.
Yeah.
I remember about me. God or also called apa give we something good for our word our guide about us. They are give a guide about us. You know about you. You must be you know about God. You know?
So let's think about ourselves.
Understanding yourself.
Okay,
You
I got it.
understanding what
the God.
the God.
So let's thinking about ourselves now.
Ah,
But if we still hard to explain who we are,
yeah,
it's
because
also struggle to understand who the God, who's the
yeah,
God.
yeah, automatically
Because that's
we
the
must be
formula.
yeah, automatically if we know about ourselves, if we understanding about ourselves, we know about to who create ourselves.
Let's find out now who we are.
Yeah, we must be fine about ourselves and
It's not only about name, about the three dimensions, or about anything, but we have to find specifically and then permanently, and then what do I say? How do I say? Just the whole think about ourselves.
Yeah. We must be know what human have to faith, faith or belief, but the something. We always asking about anything else in the world.
That's right.
The phenomenology. We were, what he come here?
Yeah.
Why he here?
Yeah. Just like what we were talking
The
before.
other people have to have that
right.
mind, because there is potential for go to the truth. Go to the truth, and many philosophers talk about the truth.
So I don't really receive it, the reason if we call ourselves just like a chip like that or just a tools like that, but I want to know deeply about ourselves. So I don't want to say that ourselves just like a tools, the human being just like a learning chips like that. Or I want to find out more informations about ourselves, about human being that really constantly explain about us.
I think the first I talked about the three dimensions of the human. This is foundation
Okay.
for our try to start for move
That's
for
the way.
develop ourselves. This is the way. But the life not only the physical, not only the material, the only too many money, not only that, and heaviness, not only to, but physical is important to us. We can live if we heart stop. Move to the next dimension. So the life, if we want to develop to ourselves, we must be know about the dimension about that, and we know what the interest and need the dimension, the three dimension. Like I explained about them. Physics need eat. Physics need sport. Need to anything for he can it can be health can be life, maybe the long old anything like that. And next dimension is the think mind of logical. He need to eat too. Some like the need is knowledge, reading a book, watching the YouTube, watching the main information.
Okay. The bottom line is still struggle to explain about who we
the
are.
point. Yeah, the point is that.
Yeah.
It's really
So
hard
I'm
to
done.
explain. Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for
Yeah, thank
the
you.
interview.
Me too.
And I'll ask you.
Yeah. I'm so
about
sorry, my
some-
English is broken heart.
Doesn't matter. It's the way we learn.
Yeah, because there is not my language.
Yes, that's
if
right.
If you
That's fine.
speak about Kutai,
That's
I can't do speech that.
Just fine.
Mm.
Okay. See you next.
See you.
Mr. Ahmad Fauzi. Just the name.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just a name. That's it.